Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel again. So now I am going to discuss one very important topic of trigonometry, that is measurement of angles. Okay, now in measurement of angles we have to know about first the angle. What is angle? Now the definition of angle is given here: the amount of rotation of revolving a ray reference to a fixed ray is called an angle. Revolving ray with reference to a fixed ray is called an angle. An angle is usually denoted by theta, rotation theta or alpha. So if we can see, this is the this sign is the sign of revolving ray. This is revolving ray and this is fixed ray. So here one note is given. Actually I am going to discuss the trigonometry portion, okay, so that you can understand. Actually in this book, the trigonometry for introduction to the trigonometry, there is very good. It's very nicely explained. So I am making this video so that you should understand this better. Now without talking, let's move to the note 1. If the rotation of the terminating ray is the anti-clockwise direction, then the angle is regarded as positive. So the rotation of revolving ray is anti-clockwise direction, so it is positive. Next come to, if the rotation of the terminating ray is clockwise direction, then the angle is regarded as negative. Okay, next come to the units of measurements of angle. So the measurement of angle, there are three known systems. They are sexagesimal or English system, contesimal or French system, and the radian or circular system. Okay, so these three systems we should measure the angle. So in sexagesimal system, in this system, the unit of measurement of angle is degree. Now what is degree? The definition of degree is given here, that the 1/360th part of one complete rotation is called a degree, 1 degree, and it is denoted as we can see that 1, and in 1 there is a small 0 like. Okay, next come to minute. A degree is a further divided into 60 equal part, and each part is known as minute. Next come to the part second. A minute is further divided into 60 equal part, and each part is called 1 second. Next come to note 1. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, or 1 minute is equal to 1/60 degree. Next, 1 minute is equal to 60 degree, or 1 degree is equal to 1 minute is minute is equal to 60 seconds. This is the sign of second. Understood that? So this is the definition of second. A minute is further divided into 60 equal part. Each part is called second. It is divided by 1 and 2 prime. Okay, 2 lines. So this is the second. So 1 second is equal to 1/60 minute. So in this system, one right angle is equal to 90 degree. Next move to contesimal system. In this system, unit of measurement of angle is grade. What is a grade? 1/400th part of one complete rotation is called 1 grade, and it is denoted by 1 small g. Okay, this is denoted by like that, 1 small g. Next come to minute. A grade is divided into 100 equal part and each part is called a minute, and it is denoted as 1. If we can see that it is denoted as 1 this. Okay, 1 and this. Next come to second. A minute is divided into 100 equal part and each part is called a second, and it is denoted by 1 double prime. Next we have a note from here. The note is 1 g or 1 grade is equal to 100 minute, or 1 minute is equal to 1 by 100 g. Next, 1 minute is equal to 100 second, or 1 second is equal to 1 by 100 minute. Now in this system, one right angle is equal to 100 grade. Understand that? Next come to, so here one definition is given. So we have used same name minute in both sexagesimal and quantesimal system. It can be easily observed that they are not same. Now let us move to another system. The system is circular system. In this system, the unit measure of an angle is radian. Unit measure of an angle is radian. Now what is a radian? The angle subtended by an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle at its center is called the radian. Understand that? Angle subtended by an arc. Suppose we are taking this as a circle and we are taking AB as arc. Now this arc making this the angle this like, okay, in the center. So what is called here, that center is the measurement of angle is radian. The angle subtended by arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle. That is, the length of AB is equal to length of the radius of this circle. Next move to the rotation. Now what is radian? So the angle subtended by an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle and its center is called radian. The radius of the circle at its center is called radian. It is denoted by 1c. This is 1c. This is the sign of radian. Understood that? Next come to the relation between degree and radian. It is a very important thing. The angle which is subtended by an arc of length 2r at the center is 2 radian. Now here r length subtended and we are getting 1 radian. So here 2r length subtended. So the angle is 2 radian. Okay, understand that? And these are the radius of the circle. So next move to, so in this way the circumference of the circle subtend at the center an angle whose measure is 360 degree. Thus we get 2 pi radian. 2 pi radian is equal to 360 degree. Understood then? That is one complete angle. 360 is a complete angle. So one complete angle is equal to 2 pi radian. So pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Now one straight line is equal to pi radian. Okay, 180 degree. Now here pi radian by 2 is equal to 90 degree. So one right angle is equal to pi radian by 2. So next move to approximate values. Approximate value of 1 radian to 1 degree and 1 degree. Now here pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Okay, hope you understand that pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Now since pi radian is equal to 180 degree, So we can say that so here pi radian is equal to 180 degree. So 1 radian is equal to 180 degree by pi. But the value of pi is equal to whatever we know, 3.1416 like that. So 1 radian is equal to, if we calculate that, if we put this value over here, so we are getting that 57 degree and 16 minute approximately. And 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So 1 degree is equal to pi radian by 180. Now 1 degree is equal to pi radian. Now what is the value of pi radian? This is the value. Okay, this is the value of pi. So pi divided by 180, so we can get this value. Understood that? So now here some notes are given. In the notes it is given that a radian is a measure of an angle, hence it is different from radius of the circle. Measure of an angle is real number. The formula of connecting the three system that can be stated as follows. What is the system? The system is d by 90. The degree by degree 90 is equal to grade by 100 is equal to c, means radian divided by pi by 2, means this relation, where d denotes degree, it is given here, d denotes degree, g denotes grade, and c denotes the radian. Next, to convert alpha degree into radian, we should multiply alpha with pi radian by 180. Okay, and alpha degree is equal to alpha into pi by 180 whole radian. And to convert alpha radian into degree, we should multiply alpha with 180 by pi. We should get alpha radian is equal to alpha into 180 by pi degree. Understood that? Now we have to move another formula, that is from sector. So this is one sector. This picture I should it is visible to you. This picture that is given here, this picture is a picture of a sector of a circle. Understood that? Now if we can see that in this picture whatever we are getting, that the length of arc, that is the length of arc that is equal to now here we can see that L is equal to, this is my L and this is R. So L is equal to, we know that the L is equal to R theta. So we are taking that L is equal to R theta. Now the area of the sector A is equal to half into LR. Why half into LR? We are considering that this is a very small distance. So we are considering this as a triangle. Now if we are giving that this is a triangle, so for that if we take this as radius, so half into base into height, base into half into base into height, so that's why half into L into R we are taking. Now putting the value of R theta from the above, we are getting A is equal to the area of the sector is equal to half into R square into theta, where theta is measured in radian. Next move to the trigonometry. Main trigonometry, there is trigonometric ratio. It is one very definition, very large definitions are given here in this topic. So I hope that it is highly visible to you. So you should read that carefully. Now trigonometric ratio, that is comes only for right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle, and this is that is right angle at B. Understood that? So now if we take So now we quickly move to this. You have to read carefully what is given here. Now let us move carefully the figure number 2, that is this figure. Okay, this is circle. This is a circle. We are able to see that this is circle and center at O, and this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is radius r. Now here a point on the circle is x comma y. Okay, whose coordinate is x comma y, where this is my x, this is y obviously, and this is r. So PM is given. PM is opposite side to theta, that is y. OM side adjacent to theta, that is x. Understood that? The ratios of different pairs of sides of right angle triangle are called the trigonometric function. Okay, or trigonometrical ratio. This definition we have to remember. Here OP is the hypotenuse, PM side opposite to that, all are given. Hypotenuse is r. If we take this right angle, now from here we can see that the theta to the angle theta, these ratios have following the names of and designation. Now without delaying, I am going to here, that is MP by OP. MP by OP, from this picture you can see that MP by OP is equal to side opposite to y by r. You can read that, y by r. So this ratio is called an angle theta. This ratio is called sine of an angle theta. Okay, it is written as sine theta or only sin theta, sin theta or sin theta. So the formula is sine theta is equal to side opposite to theta divided by hypotenuse, means y by r. Next move to OM by OP. From the figure, I am giving you the figure. This is my figure. OM by OP. OM by OP. Okay. So we are getting cos theta is equal to side adjacent to theta divided by hypotenuse, that is x by r. Next move to MP by OM. So you can see the figure. I am showing you figure once again. So viewers, this is my required figure, and we are founding MP by OM. This is my MP by OM. Okay. So here MP by OM is equal to side opposite to theta divided by side adjacent to theta, that is y by x. This ratio is called the tangent of an angle theta. Now it is written as tan theta. That is tan theta is equal to y by x, side opposite to, you have to read that. Next move to OP by MP. OP by MP, that is hypotenuse by side opposite to theta, that is r by y. This ratio is called the angle of cosec theta or only CSC theta. So CSC theta is equal to hypotenuse by side of opposite to the theta, that is r by y. Next move to OP by OM, that is hypotenuse by side adjacent to theta, that is r by x. This ratio is called the secant of the angle theta. Now figure is same, my figure remains same. Understood that? So it is written as sec theta. So sec theta is equal to hypotenuse divided by side adjacent to theta, that is r by x. Next move to OM by MP from the similar figure. Now let us just take to the figure once again. The figure is given here. This figure. The figure I should take you the figure. So this is the figure. Okay. So this is OM by MP. OM divided by MP. Understood that? So this is called this ratio is called the cotangent of the angle theta. So it is written as like that. So this relation we have got. Okay, sin cos sec, sin cos tan, cosec sec cot. Understood that? So next move to the relation. So these are the relation. Hope you are all know. Sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. Understood? How 1 come? MP by OP into OP by MP, that mean 1. Okay. So from here we can see the write that sin theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta. Similarly for here also cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. From here we can write this. and tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. So from here we can write this. So again sin theta by cos theta, that is equal to mp by op. This calculation is given here. So finally it's come mp by om is equal to tan theta. So tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. So tan theta is equal to sin theta into sec theta, that is sec theta by cosec theta. So these are the relation. Again another relation is given here. Cot theta is equal to cos theta divided by sin theta. Cot theta is equal to cos theta into cosec theta, that is cosec theta by sec theta. Next move to another theorem. Let's move to some notes here. There are some several notes are given here. Hope you are able to see the notes. So I am pausing some time so that you can read it carefully. The notes from here. Very important notes are given here. So I am just staying here so that you can understand. So here I am reading some of that. You should read. The sin theta. Sin theta is an abbreviation of sin theta, and it is not the product of sin and theta. Understood that? This is not the product. Okay. This is an abbreviation. Similarly, in the case of cos theta and tan theta. Now cosec, sec, and cot are reciprocal of this. We use the notation sin square, cos square, tan square, etc. in place of this. And again cosec theta is equal to sin theta to the power minus 1. That means sin inverse, not as sin to the power minus 1 theta. Okay, we have to write cosec theta is equal to this, not like this, which is different meaning. This is the difference. This is the inverse sign or sin inverse. Next, quickly move to another important theorem, that is called Pythagoras theorem. That is base square plus height square is equal to hypotenuse square, where AB is my base, BC is my height, and AC is my hypotenuse. So we all know about that. So next move to the trigonometric ratio of certain angle. Trigonometric ratio of 45 degree or pi radian by 4. Now for that we have to take one right angle triangle. The triangle is look like that. You are seeing from the already you are see from the picture that this is A, this is A, this is root 2A. This is a right angle triangle, right angle isosceles triangle. Now from here it is the calculation is given here. You can easily see the calculation from here. That is AC square is equal to BC square. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now now we are going to see the trigonometric ratio of certain angles. Hope you are able to see it. Now here is the the triangle is given here, right angle isosceles triangle, whose hypotenuse is the two isosceles, the two sides are measured A and A, and this is obviously root 2A. So this is 45 degree, this is 90 degree. So now from here we have to obtain the value of trigonometric ratio corresponding to theta is equal to 45. So we have to find the value of trigonometric ratio corresponding to theta is equal to 45. That is this is equal to 45 and this is equal to 45. Now here AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square is equal to, the calculation you can easily found that AC square is equal to A square plus A square. Now AC square is equal to 2A square, that is AC is equal to root over 2A square, that is AC is equal to root 2A. Now from angle ABC, angle A is equal to 45 degree. We can easily measure that angle A is equal to how much? 45 degree, and we get that sin B. So angle A is equal to here 45 degree. So we get sin 45 degree is equal to BC by AC. Sin 45 degree means BC by AC from the figure. from this figure we can get that sin 45 degree is equal to BC by AC. Okay, BC by AC. So now that is A by root 2A, that is 1 by root 2. Similarly, cos 45 degree is equal to AB by AC, that is A by root 2A, that is 1 by root 2 from this figure. Similarly, tan 45 degree is equal to BC by AB from this figure. So A by A is equal to 1. Cosec 45 degree is equal to 1 by sin 45 degree, that is 1 by root 2, that is root 2. Sec 45 degree is equal to 1 by cos 45 degree, that is root 2. And cot 45 degree is equal to 1 by tan 45 degree, that is 1 by 1, that is 1. Next come to trigonometric ratio of 30 degree and 60 degree. Now for that we have to draw a triangle, or we have to take a triangle of shape like that, this triangle. The triangle is given here, this type of triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle of side A. Now we have to draw a perpendicular from it, AD perpendicular. Now from here this can be divided as A, and this is 2A, this is 2A. So if you compute this AD, the computation is given here. You can easily see from the calculation. You can read it and see the together with this figure. So you can get the calculation AD is equal to root 3A. Okay, AD is equal to root 3A. So now we can find the trigonometric ratio regarding 30 degree and 60 degree. So now the trigonometric ratio of 30 degree. Now from the right angle triangle ADC, sin 30 degree is equal to CD by AC. If we can see the figure, you have to see the figure. Okay, the equilateral triangle of the figure, so you can understand. Now once again I am showing you the figure. So this is my figure, required figure. Understood that? So from here we have to find sin 30 degree. So sin 30 degree from the triangle. So we are finding sin 30 degree is equal to CD by AC. CD by AC from the triangle ADC. So that's equal to A by 2 I say, that's equal to half. Next tan 30 is equal to CD by AD, that is A by root 3A is equal to 1 by root 3 from that figure, that equilateral triangle. Now cos 30 is equal to AD by AC from we are considering the triangle ADC. Viewers, we are considering the triangle ADC, this triangle, from this triangle. Okay, this is root 3A, this is the height is root 3A, base is A, and hypotenuse is equal to 2A. So here similarly tan 30 is equal to this, and sec 30 is equal to this. We can compute that. Cot 30 is equal to this. Next come to, so hope you are understand that. Next come to the trigonometric ratio of 60 degree. So for that we are again considering the triangle ADC from that figure. If we remember that triangle, so sin 60 degree is equal to AD by AC. That means root 3A by 2A. That means root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is equal to CD by AC, that is A by 2A, that is half. Cosec 60 is equal to this, 2 by root 3. Sec 60 is equal to 1 by cos 60 to 1 by half is equal to 2. Tan 60 is equal to AD by CD, that is root 3. Cot 60 is equal to this. So next move to another important thing, that is a trigonometric ratio of 0 and 90. This we have to remember. Now for that what we have to do, we have to take O as center, and we are again drawing as O as center and taking R as radius. We are again drawing a circle. Okay, again drawing a circle. So here my OM is equal to X and PM is equal to Y, and this is my R. Okay, so next, if theta is equal to 0 degree, suppose theta is equal to 0, then the point P coincide with A, the point P coincide with A, and Y is equal to 0, P should be coincide with A. Theta is equal to, if theta is equal to 0, so X is equal to R, X should be R, and theta, if theta is equal to 90, then P coincide with B, and Y is equal to R, and X is equal to y is equal to r, and x is equal to 0. Now trigonometric ratio of 0 degree. So sine 0 is equal to y by r. You can see the figure, this figure. The point P was there. Now it coincide to here. So we are getting this as r comma 0. Okay. The point P coincide with A. Now from here we can write that sine theta is equal to y by r. We know the sine theta is equal to y by r. Now the value of y is equal to 0 here. So it is 0. Sine 0 is equal to 0. Cos 0 is equal to x by r, means r by r, means 1. Tan 0 is equal to y by x. Tan 0 is equal to what happened? Y by x. So 0 by r means 0. Cosec 0 is equal to r by y. There is r by 0. So not defined. Actually not defined. It is called the infinite. Okay. Next sec 0 is equal to r by x is equal to r by r. Okay. Is equal to 1. Cot 0 is equal to x by y is equal to r by 0. So that is also infinite. Next move to the trigonometric ratio of 90 degree. So if theta is equal to 90, so the point P coincide with B. So this is my 0 comma r. Okay, so this is my r. So for there sine 90 degree is equal to y by x, y by r, that is r by r is equal to 1. Cos 90 is equal to x by r, we know, that is 0 by r. X coordinate is 0 here, so 0 by r, that is 0. You can see the figure and compute. Okay, it's very interesting. Tan 90 is equal to y by x is equal to r by 0, that is infinite. Cosec 90 is equal to r by y, that is 1. Sec 90 is equal to infinite, and cot 90 is equal to again 0. So this is the computation of sin, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot by from 0 degree to 90 degree, that is 30 degree, 0 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, and 90 degree. So here the chart, again this chart you have to get all the book, but the computation how it comes in many books, that is not present. That's why I am explaining these things. So hope so this is the chart. So hope you can understand that what I mean to say. It is the introduction of trigonometrical ratio, or trigonometrical ratio we can say that, or introduction of trigonometry. So that's it for this video. If you like that, please subscribe my channel and like the hit the bell button to get more and more video. So once again my request that to subscribe my channel, and I will definitely come with more another very interesting video to you. Now till then, keep watching my channel. Thanks.